I'm Nicholas Veser. I'm sitting here with Matt Wallace, running for Sheriff of Delaware County. He's had hundreds of thousands of views on his videos all over social media. And I wanted to pick his brain one last time before Election Day to find out what he thinks matters most to Delaware County residents. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
When you look at your views as candidate for Sheriff of Delaware County, would you consider yourself more of a conservative, more of a liberal?
I'm neither more Republican or Democrat. I'm totally ashamed of both of them, both parties. It's a disgrace. Basically, I'm sick and tired of business as usual. I don't want to be told how to live by Republicans and Democrats, and I decided to do something about it. I'm going to run. I'm going to make a change, and that's why I want the voters' support in November.
But unfortunately, the mainstream media doesn't necessarily want to pay attention, or when they do interview you, it seems like a side note. What do you think it's about? Are they blocking?
The Republicans and Democrats collectively had to get 250 signatures to get their candidates on the ballot, and that's for all their candidates together. I had to get 1,351 signatures. We ended up turning in 2,100 signatures because the people, when they hear that I'm running and I need to get 1,350 signatures and all the other candidates only need to get 250, then they see it. Then they see that something's not right.
But I can't imagine anyone that fits the bill of sheriff more than you. I mean, really, you look like a sheriff. I say it all the time. He is the sheriff. Why wouldn't they want to cover that?
We had an event a few weeks ago. It was called Haverford Township Day. And there was maybe 7, 8, 10,000 people there. It's a big event in the township, and the streets are closed, and they have tables and booths. And the Libertarian Party signed up and put in paperwork at the beginning, months ahead of time, to be in the political section. And as soon as I announced on my Facebook page that I'd be appearing in the political section, we got an email the next day saying they didn't have any room for us in the political section anymore. We had to move just over to the nonprofit section, which was the complete 180 degrees away. It's the opposite end of the whole Haverford Township Day. So you know me, of course, I went right to the political section and stood there with a bunch of my followers and supporters and friends. There's plenty of room in the political section for us. Do I think that was just some sort of oversight or mistake? No.
When you're elected Sheriff of Delaware County, what are some of the things within your power to change?
I won't be diverting resources chasing people that didn't harm anybody. They're just addicts or casual drug users. This whole war on drugs thing, I'm going to do everything in my power to ramp that down big time. I don't want to be involved in throwing away your kids or your loved ones that have addiction problems. People don't like to say that. The other parties, they don't want to say that. They want to, celebrate their heroin task force and they have a nice big van, but that doesn't do anything.
Everyone wants to celebrate law enforcement's efforts to take fentanyl and heroin and other opiates off the streets.
Yep.
Until it's their child, until it's their loved one who is affected.
Right. Exactly. A lot of these task force, they're well intentioned. I think. I believe that the people are well intentioned and they want to help, but it's failing. There's no positives in the war on drugs. End it. I would end it tomorrow if I could.
The crazy part is most libertarians I know don't even drink.
I've never had a drink in my life. I don't do any drugs. I've never had a drink. Never been drunk. Just not for me. I saw at a young age the bad side of alcohol and alcoholism, and that's never going to be me. So I know a lot of people out there think that I'm the pro-drug guy. I'm very much not pro-drugs. I'm very much in favor of not running your life for you, though. I don't want to make you like me. You don't have to do what I do.
Do you think you can win?
We need the people who sit on their couch on Election Day who are fed up. That's who I'm talking to. If you're sick of the same old Republicans, Democrats, then I'm talking to you. And that's who our message resonates with the most.
What do they have to lose?
Exactly. There's nothing to lose. Speak up. Use your voice at the ballot box this November.
Election day is right around the corner. What do you want to tell the people?
If you're sick and tired of politics as usual and you want change, in Delaware County, it starts with myself, Matt Wallace, or Ed Clifford. He's also running for county council. Guys like Dale Kearns, who's running for Senate, Ken Krawchuk. These are all great people and great libertarians. We're building an infrastructure here where we can get more candidates for more offices and give more people options all throughout the country.
Because it starts locally.
It's got to start locally. You can't just run somebody for president every 4 years and say, why aren't we winning anything? We need to start locally. We need to have more candidates on more ballots, and that way we can win elections.
It's not just about what you're going to do when you're elected as sheriff of Delaware County. It's what that represents. It tells something to the status quo, it tells something to the establishment that we're tired, we're not going to take it anymore.
We're sick and tired of the same old thing. We want to get more candidates to get elected, and once we get elected, we want to leave you alone.